when you want to show possession in Greek, you already know that you generally use the genitive case. There are a couple other ways to show possession, but for right now, you know that you use the genitive case. The other thing you know is that you, more often than not, when in doubt, you're going to use the article in Greek. So the genitive case, the genitive is the possessor, right? The genitive shows us who possesses something else. In English, we use the apostrophe s, or s apostrophe for plural. So I could say something like, the boy's toy, where boys would be the genitive case, right? He's the one who possesses the toy, so he's going to be in the genitive. Or you could say, the girl's house. Or girls, this is possessive. They, this is plural, s apostrophe is plural. They're possessing the house. They're going to be in the genitive case. So we need to figure out in Greek where to put this genitive. And you know already that Greek word order is pretty fluid, but it's not absolutely fluid. There are some rules, some things you can follow. So let's take a look at where you might put the genitive of possession. I've got two phrases here, both with the genitive in two different places. So this first phrase here, ho toudoulou hippos. Ho is modifying hippos, the horse. And then here's our genitive of the slave. That is the slave's horse. That's pretty bad spelling on my part. Ho toudoulou hippos. So you notice the genitive of possession is sandwiched between the article and the noun that it's modifying. This is pretty cool in terms of word order. So you know that the main idea, what we're really talking about, is the hippos, the horse, ho hippos. And everything that happens in between there is modifying it. That is, it's the slave's horse. Another way to write this is the second example here, ho hippos, ho toudoulou. Notice what we've done here. We've repeated the article. So we say the horse. Which horse? The one of the slave. And we can translate this the same way. The slave's horse. There's perhaps an issue of emphasis here, but really part of it is just to have some variation in your in the way that you're writing. Here's another example. This is our first example, just like our first example. Hoi ton iatron logoi. So the main thing we're talking about is hoi logoi. And sandwiched between that article and noun is our genitive of the doctors. So the words of the doctors. The words of the doctors. Or the doctors, s apostrophe, words. And the same thing here that we did in our second example, hoi logoi, hoi ton iatron. We've repeated our article, hoi logoi. Which ones? The ones of the doctor. Now, the way we've done this here, where we put the modifier, the genitive in this case, after the article, whether we repeat the article or not, this is called the attributive position. It's an attribute. It's describing this ton iatron, toudoulou, toudoulou. These are describing another noun. So they're an attribute of that noun. So now you know where you can place your genitive of possession nouns.